Morning, friends. It's a beautiful Sunday. We're going to talk about modern sports cards today and how a lot of them are not going to be worth much moving forward. We're going to talk through this. Stick around. Hello, sports card friends. How is everybody doing today? I hope it's been a great weekend so far for you. We actually spent a little bit too much time out in the sun yesterday, and I am just burnt. So just going to kind of take it easy today. Thought I'd get a quick video out this morning. Something that's been on my mind lately. It's been talked about, but I want to just continue that message because I think that it is important. If you're new here, please hit that subscribe button. If you like what you hear, please hit the like, little tappity tap of the notification bell, if you will, if you do like it, so that you are notified when new videos come out just about every day. We probably put out 4, 5, 6 videos a day on the channel. A week on the channel. I don't think I could get 4, 5, 6 out a day, but don't test me. I might try. All right, for those that are getting into sports cards or have been in for a few months, you're probably trying to figure this out because you're seeing a lot of there's breaking videos on YouTube. Those are really kind of the popular ones where you're seeing people break packs, break boxes of variety of product. And it's fun, it's exciting. I watch them too. I like watching, especially the high-end stuff, National Treasures, exquisite type stuff, or just cool kind of rare, type boxes that are being opened. I think that is really fun. It's entertaining. It's very, very entertaining. But I want to talk about this as not being the only way to get into the hobby, to get back into the hobby. I think a lot of people see this and they're like, okay, including my own family members. I've had to tell my own family members, why are you buying into these breaks or why are you doing this? And there's other ways to do it. And look, nothing against breaking, absolutely nothing, but you just have to understand what you're getting into. It is a form of sports betting. So it's kind of in the same, to me, it's in the same vein as, doing daily fantasy football, where you're on DraftKings or whatever. You might win some, you might lose some, but there's entertainment value there. And depending on your risk threshold for daily fantasy, maybe you're putting in $1 a week, maybe you're putting in 20, maybe you're putting in 1,000, whatever it is. And the same goes for sports cards, depending on your budget. There might be, $10 break, $50 break, $1,000 break, whatever you're wanting to get into. But I think that more and more people are starting to figure out, and I think that it's important. The hobby's getting smarter. I do think that is true. I want people to understand that they don't just have to buy boxes on the secondary market at inflated prices based on the secondary market demand, or buying into a break to get into the hobby. There's a lot of different ways to get in, just buying singles of cards. And there's a lot of these modern, really ultra modern cards, these products that are coming out that are going to be worth a lot less. I say worthless. They're not worthless, but they're going to be worth a lot less than the multiples that you're paying for coming right out of the box, getting them brand new. And so that's something I think it's important to be aware of. You don't necessarily have to buy a blaster box for $60, $80 that was retailing at $15, $20 to get cards. There's other ways to do it. And the thing that really concerns me, and the reason why I think this is more and more, it's important to talk about with new product is that the production numbers are going up. So you're paying a premium for something that is not as scarce. The way that the stuff is being put out too, with all the parallels, you think that if you get a colored parallel, that you are getting something that is rare, scarce, and is worth something. And again, it doesn't mean that if you are collecting certain players, you're collecting certain sets, maybe the value of it is not as relevant to you, and that's perfectly okay. But for those that need to or kind of feel that the need to make sure that they're protecting downside to where they're at least kind of paying what it's worth, then this stuff does matter. For me personally, that's how I operate. So I'm trying my best to just limit my downside risk. So I'm not necessarily looking for the thing that I think is going to go up 5x, 10x, 100x or whatever. I'm looking for slow and steady gains, and what are those things that are priced kind of where I think they're priced right to where I can gain over time. That's really what I'm looking for. And so it's really all about protecting my downside. And so that's where when you buy a $60, $80 blaster box in the secondary market, it might be fun to rip wax. But there's also other ways to do that too. I mean, unless you are looking for the brand new players or the brand new product, there's a lot of junk wax era packs that are still out there for $1 a pack, for $5 a pack, and you get 15 cards in the pack or whatever. I have a viewer that jokes always, and he's joking, but it's kind of serious, and he's always talking about 88 tops. I'm collecting 88 tops, and it's like, that, to me, that is like, if I'm going to rip wax, that's what I want. I want 88 tops, whether it's baseball or football or whatever, because you can get, boxes of that stuff for $100. For $100, you can literally get 1,000 cards of 88 tops, because you can, and rip and wax. You can chase Bo Jackson rookie cards or whatever it is you're looking for. The point is that if you're looking just to rip wax, if that's what you want to do because that's what you did, from your childhood, or that's what kind of your kids want to do, and they're just getting into it, maybe they're not sure if they want to be into it. You're trying to do it as like, father-son thing. Instead of going out and spending $1,000 on a hobby box or spending $100 on a blaster box, which today gives you maybe 10 cards or 12 cards or whatever, why not go back to the 90s, go back to the late 80s and get some of that stuff. And if that's something that you really enjoy doing, then maybe you look at some of the newer stuff. But unless you've got to have new players, that stuff is widely available. When I was at the National with some of my hobby friends, we opened a box of 89 Pro Set football, because that's what we used to buy. That's what we used to open in our childhood. And it was like $50 for the whole box. It was an hour of entertainment. And we got Troy Aikman rookies. We got a Barry Sanders rookie. We got stuff that actually probably covered that $50, So just think about that. Think about that. There's a lot of, if you are looking to kind of buy, whether it's to put money into flip cards, to buy more cards, or if you're looking to hold long term, as opposed to maybe trying to get that LaMelo, out of a break, there's just other ways. You can just buy LaMelo singles. You can buy the singles that have already come out. If Prism has been out for 6 months, 9 months, 12 months, then the prices of that stuff are going to cool off on the singles market. When it first comes out, when a new product comes out, that new LaMelo is going to be pricey. We saw that with the Don Russ rookie cards last year, and you see it with everything. This is across the board. Everyone gets excited about that new product. There's the new LaMelo base rookie card comes out, or whatever it is, Zion base rookie. It's priced up here, and then it craters. It comes down, and then it's a $20 card, $15 card, where it was a $60, $80 card on eBay. So patience is really king with this stuff, as far as really in all of cards, definitely in all of cards. But if you're buying some of that, the newer sets, and now they're starting to come out with 100 different parallels. So what you think is a hit, what you think might be, oh man, this is a rare card, it's numbered. Well, not so fast, because they've got 100 plus parallels in some of these products. And it seems to be that's the trend. And look, if it's for entertainment, fine. But if you're actually looking for the cards to carry value, then, even with the big rookies, even with the LaMelo Ball or some of these newer rookies that come out, if there's 100 different parallels that are numbered, it just dilutes it, just waters down, those values. So think about that. Think about that. It's not the only option. And again, I've had to talk to my own family members about this. I have a YouTube channel. I talk about it, and they're out buying boxes, like $60 boxes, random boxes of stuff. And it's like, why? Why are you doing it that way? And it's not because they're necessarily, of course, they like to rip the packs, but they were also trying to get value out of it. It's not as if it was just the fun of ripping wax. They were trying to get value out of it, find a hit, so to speak. And so it happens to everybody. That kind of taught me that, like, if my own family members, I have a channel that talks about cards, my own family members are doing it, then anybody can do it. So for new people getting into the hobby, just know there's multiple ways to hobby, if you will. There's multiple ways to do this. So guys, enjoy your Sunday. I hope the rest of your weekend is amazing. Stay healthy, stay awesome. I will talk to you again later.